Welcome to a new era of model railroading with MTH electric trains. During the 1980s, MTH purchased and developed tooling to produce pre-war standard gauge reproductions. MTH reproduced in tin plate craftsmanship the glorious historical models of the 1920s and 1930s. In January of 1994, MTH entered the O-gauge market in a major way. The 4664 Challenger was announced. It was the first articulated die-cast steam locomotive ever produced, but more importantly, it pioneered a new era in O-gauge railroading. MTH introduced their state-of-the-art proto-sound electronic system with the engine, offering many advanced features including proto-coupler, which allows your engine to uncouple anywhere on the layout at any time. Proto Sounds also provides authentic digitally captured steam sounds. For the first time ever, the Challenger came equipped with the awesome articulated sounds of the real Challenger. Sounds you have to hear to believe. O-gauge railroading would never be the same. MTH has 15 years of manufacturing experience and has grown to be one of the country's finest manufacturers of die-cast steam locomotives and high-quality diesel engines. MTH steam engines feature die-cast metal construction, state-of-the-art performance, and prototypical scale dimensions. Diesels feature incredible pulling power, authentic paint schemes, and a variety of road names. MTH is committed to giving the O-gauge railroader the highest quality products available. In this video, we'll explore MTH's premier line of outstanding die-cast steam locomotives and prototypical diesel engines, and we'll discover the all-new Rail King line of traditional trains and train sets that feature 1950s ruggability and 21st century technology. The MTH Premier line is without a doubt the finest line of O-gauge locomotives ever offered. All Premier line steam locomotives contain the following features. Gorgeous die-cast quality and prototypical scale dimensions are two of the many reasons MTH has set an all-new standard for excellence in O-gauge railroading. MTH has offered the model railroader some of the most beautiful articulated locomotives ever to grace the O-gauge rails. The newest articulated set for production is the stunning 2666 C&O Allegheny, making its first appearance ever in O-gauge. This is the biggest C&O articulated ever offered and will surely sell out soon. Call your local MTH dealer and order your Allegheny today. MTH has incorporated more quality and high-tech features with their locomotives than any other manufacturer. The following features are standard on all MTH diesels. Each engine is available in multiple cab numbers for realistic double and triple heading. Optional proto sounds provide the operator amazing features, such as diesel cab chatter reproductions of radio transmissions between the dispatcher and the engineer.
Thunder Wishman West dispatcher.
Hello, Jerry. Blue flag on track 1 here, Scott. 664 is ready to pick up on track 1, over. Roger that, 112.
After many years of experience with J1 and J2 Hudsons, New York Central designed a more powerful and heavier locomotive, the popular J3A Hudson. Engines 5426 and 5429 were in stainless steel. MTH presents in full die-cast metal the New York Central Empire State Hudson. Equipped with illuminated driver lights, the New York Central operates on 054 track and features metal handrails and stanchions. The precision Pitman motor with flywheel drivetrain provides incredible pulling power and increased torque while drawing 1/3 the amperage of other motors. The New York Central's black and silver livery and matching streamlined coaches make the Empire State Express synonymous with luxury travel. Matching 70-foot scale-length streamlined coaches are mounted on stamped metal floors with die-cast trucks. If the FT was the diesel that heralded the beginning of the end of steam, the F3 changed the face of railroading more than any other make or model of power. Triumphantly built as the widest range locomotive in the history of railroading, the F3 was painted every hue of the rainbow. MTH has introduced the finest O-scale version of EMD's F3 locomotive, featuring constant voltage directional headlights, operating Mars lights, and rear door diaphragms that bridge the gap between AA and ABA units, adding greater realism to this already fully detailed beauty. Metal handrails, horns, and die-cast metal operating knuckle couplers immediately identify superior quality, a level of quality only available from MTH electric trains. MTH proudly introduces the largest and heaviest Santa Fe 2900 class Northern. The prototype engine had enormous power for pulling passenger and freight trains. MTH's Northern brings that same enormous power to O gauge. It features die-cast metal construction and remarkable quarter-inch scale dimensions. The Santa Fe operates on 054 track and is available in 3 different numbers. Equipped with the ProtoSound digital sound package and remote proto-coupler operation, the 2900 class Santa Fe Northern will satisfy the most demanding O-gauge enthusiast. Visit your local dealer and hold a Santa Fe Northern. Within seconds, you'll see why MTH leads the field in O-gauge manufacturing. MTH continues to remain on the cutting edge of O-gauge production with the announcement of the Union Pacific gas turbine, another first in O-gauge. This beautiful 3-unit set consists of 2 dual-powered engines and a die-cast fuel tender. Measuring over 42 inches long, the gas turbine will be a centerpiece of any collection or layout. Whether you're highballing through the countryside or slowly creeping into a station, MTH diesels create an awesome combination of sleekness, speed, and power. Interest in model railroading is increasing every day, and with that increase comes a consumer demand for higher quality, state-of-the-art products. Today's products aren't of the same quality and feel model railroaders remember from the 1950s. But that's all about to change. MTH proudly announces the all-new Rail King line of locomotives, semi-scale freight cars, and traditional box sets, offering quality in the tradition you remember. After receiving tremendous response with their Premier line, MTH decided that superior quality should be available to modelers and their families with entry-level, affordably priced, traditional trains and train sets that could run on 027 track as well as larger layouts. MTH's goal in developing the Rail King line was to produce a train line that would rekindle the fond memories of railroading's past with a level of quality that customers remember from the glory days. And with Rail King, you'll find something far superior to those memories. For example, when comparing the Lionel Pierre Marquette Berkshire to a Rail King die-cast steam engine, just one look at the cab interior confirms Rail King's superior attention to detail. The tender is constructed from the same die-cast metal as the boiler, making the Rail King engine an unbelievably durable locomotive with no plastic parts to break. For added realism, Rail King's superior puffing smoke system provides reliable and authentic non-toxic smoke whenever the engine is running. The Pierre Marquette comes with rail sounds and smoke, and Lionel's suggested retail is $999. MTH retails the Rail King at $299 with smoke and a whistle. Add the Protosound sound system to your Rail King for $99, and you're getting a superior locomotive for less than half the price. Here's a Rail King F3 and a Lionel FA2. Both have die-cast metal trucks and couplers. But compare the graphics, compare the construction, compare the detail, and compare the pilots. No other manufacturer gives the consumer more value than MTH. Pulling power is also an issue when comparing locomotives. In a fair test on a typical model railroad with a 1.5% grade, Rail King F3s pulled 12 passenger cars with no problem. Lionel FA2s pulled away with 7, but could only make the grade with 6, demonstrating the fact that Rail King F3s have twice the pulling power. Seeing MTH's Premier Line locomotives and new Rail King line leaves no doubt that MTH is the finest manufacturer in O-gauge railroading. MTH continues to provide O-gauge excitement with new releases like the UP gas turbine, C&O Allegheny, and SD9. We encourage you to go out and compare any MTH product with other manufacturers. You'll find MTH to be far superior. Pick up an MTH engine and sense the feel of yesteryear's trains. It's a feeling captured not only in the engine's durable construction and magnificent detailing, but in their state-of-the-art performance as well. MTH trains are not just as good as trains used to be, they're better than ever. If you've tried an MTH product, you're familiar with their quality, prototypical design, and value. If you haven't tried MTH, come on aboard. We invite you to try an MTH locomotive or box set. You'll get the finest locomotives and rolling stock available, and you'll feel the enjoyment that lasts a lifetime. For quality, detail, and value, look to MTH and Rail King electric trains.